Today on the Euro Truck Podcast, new cities coming to Euro Truck Simulator 2, Hearthstone's getting a new expansion, Runescape gets raids, what? And Cities Skylines gets tunnels. Hello and welcome to the Euro Truck Podcast with I, Andrew C.
And Jefferson B.
My opinion is shit.
Nah,
And Freelance Gamer.
I'm sorry, Kyle.
Why did you stop?
Because my finger came off the accelerator pedal.
Ah.
It happens.
Good reason.
Yeah.
Well.
This is my first week in a long set of weeks back with my,
So I'm
back with
already on
Xbox
my
360
side.
controller.
Oh,
Oh.
let's go see if we can't flip him back over.
Do you know what happened?
Yeah.
So, I think I know now what you're talking about. The triangle thingy.
Yeah, yeah, this
Triangle?
jerk face triangle thingy that
The little tiny triangle.
you just roll over if you don't drive over it properly.
Right, this thing, right here.
Yeah, that thing is a jerk face.
That's what flipped me.
Oh, every time. It flips you every time, and it's not that big a thing. Also, you guys are all in the way, so I'm gonna go this way. Not going over that triangle, I'll go between the triangle.
Right? That's what I was thinking of doing, too. Seriously, those things are death traps.
It is a death trap. It's like a teaser. It's like, oh, you can get over me. No, you can't.
And then,
I'm gonna
Speeding right past everybody.
Gonna beat you.
Speed.
I'm not gonna let you pass me.
I even just got an engine
If you pass
upgrade.
me, I'm gonna ram you off the road. It's gonna be a bad day.
Oh, man.
You don't want to do this because I'm gonna need to swerve.
inside turn!
I need to swerve into the other lane.
Oh! That was beautiful. Oh, my goodness. Everything I just saw was the greatest thing in the world.
I got a 45% damage, but I'm good.
I'm at 100%, but I'm still driving.
Rip
Everything I just saw was absolutely astonishing.
I'm kind of
I'm ahead of Andy!
That was the
100%
best.
damage is worth!
That was the best
stuck
action
here.
film.
Like I'm just
Good
racking
sir.
up.
K
1%.
turn.
I'm making a this is bigger than a K. You try making a K turn in a tractor trailer, it's not quick. It's more like it's a mutant K.
By the way, knock on wood, this thing's so gonna die.
Oh, guaranteed. You don't even need to knock on wood. That thing is gonna die.
Pretty affirmative there.
Come on, engine,
Gonna
come on. It's already happened.
I kind of figured. It's what happens when you get 100% damage.
You're gonna have to help me out here because I have no idea where we're going.
We're going to Aberdeen.
That's a whole lot of help.
Well, come. Did you get off the exit?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've slowed down.
Okay. But to say I am full-blooded American. For me to try and negotiate my way around a country I've never been to, it's a bit rough. Hashtag Merca.
Hashtag Merca. Merca of Mercas.
Merca. Yo, dog, I heard you like Mercas.
So I put Merca on your Merca.
So you can Merca while you Merca. Well, it's like all of us have, we have all the American paint jobs. You have your New York City skyline. Kyle has
got
his...
the Native American Indian, which is potentially racist.
Yeah, probably not.
Wait.
It's heritage.
Heritage
Also, I think that is the most, like, what's the word? What's it called when you say the same thing twice?
Redundant.
Redundant. Native American Indian. One of those terms is a racist internment or endearment.
Indictment.
Internment would be a camp.
Yes, it would be.
Oh god, this turn. Why are there
Because
on ramps
England.
so small?
Yep.
Because we're in England.
But yes, you guys have your like actual pictures, and then I have a design inspired by Coca-Cola.
Oh no! Oh no!
Ah! Why did you stop,
Engine malfunction.
sir?
I'm sorry, my people need me. Dooloo.
Uh-oh. And there went Uber Shadow to go do other things.
What was that sound?
That was his teleportation machine.
Well, I was thinking the Batman theme.
Because
Like
that's what I thought. So I was my obligatory response is.
Although that might have been
Batman.
that might have been the attempt to be the teleporter
But I'm
from
Batman.
Star Trek. I don't know. If anything,
The
say
guy
that.
who wanted me to take him to Aberdeen rolled me over and wouldn't by not letting me pass.
I was wondering what that
Actually, never
flashy
gonna
light
get to
was.
Aberdeen.
Now I know.
So wait, where are you now?
Carlisle.
I'm on my way to Aberdeen.
Good luck finding Aberdeen.
But it's okay because I have a map and a GPS, which is kind of meta. But I got
But
it.
the GPS is kind of useless because...
It tells me I'm on a road.
And that's it.
That's all I need. I'm gonna Nick Offerman my way out of this, okay? So speaking of things that are meta, should we talk about some meta news?
Some meta news, some slightly meta news.
Yeah, pretty meta.
Well, because we had this brief discussion earlier that if it was meta news, it would be channel-related news. So this is like slightly meta news.
Oh, yeah,
Or
it's like...
real meta news would be Euro Truck podcast news.
Right.
Right.
So this is like slightly meta news.
It's like sub-meta news.
The Euro Truck Simulator 2 is going to get an update fairly shortly, which is going to add 2 new cities of the Hungarian variety to the Going East expansion. So if you've already got that expansion, you'll get 2 new cities coming to your computer soon.
Do we have any idea what those cities are called?
They were very Hungarian.
Don't you love Hungarian?
And that's why I think I didn't put them there,
Right.
because the chances of me being able to pronounce them, very slim.
Are hilarious.
If I would look this up, but I'm a bit busy.
Right.
I'm a bit trucking at the moment.
Okay, the 2 cities we will be getting are called Szeged and Pécs. Those aren't that hard. SCS Software is quoted in saying, quote, "Quite a few kilometers of new roads were created to provide good connection of the older sections of the map." So, okay, yeah, basically it's just a lot of nice new road, but, I mean, it sounds fun.
That's good.
If
Quite a few kilometers.
Kilometers.
Let's see. Coming to a computer near you, July 22nd. The next expansion of Hearthstone. Dun dun dun. And that's all we know, by the way.
That's it. There's no. They haven't said what it is.
They haven't said it all.
Let me think. Hold on. So we've done Blackrock, right? We've done the Molten Core. We've done Blackrock. We've done Naxxramas. I say Zul'Farrak or the Zulamon. I think it's gonna be a troll-based one. I really do. If I had to take a guess.
If you had to hanker a wager.
If I had to hanker a wager, it would be either that or they're going to be doing stuff with the Burning Crusade. But if they do stuff with the Burning Crusade, they're skipping an entire story like that can be put into Hearthstone. Like an entire sect of Warcraft.
It would be a darn shame.
It would be a darn shame, because those are great raids. Speaking of raids...
Coming soon to a computer near you. RuneScape is getting raids!
Whoa! Best channel news ever.
I feel like this is
10-man
the
raids.
only MMO that doesn't have raids. Is there other
No.
MMOs that don't have raids?
I would assume...
yeah, there's plenty.
I don't think... Does MapleStory have raids?
I don't know.
Actually, that's a good question. I'm not too sure. I only just discovered that MapleStory was still a thing. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's still a thing. RuneScape, while it's going to have its still 10-man raids, and you're going to be fighting the boss, from what I was reading, there's going to be bosses that do damage to the whole raid equally, so that's going to suck, because there's no such thing as tanking there, because that's just everyone takes a lot of damage always. And because there's no healers, you're just going to see a lot of people with a lot of swordfishies, and lobsters going nom 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 like constantly.
Nom 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 nom.
I don't really know if it would be something I would be interested in, because it doesn't have the traditional roles, which other games have tried to break, like, and I just don't care. Like, other games that have tried to break the traditional roles would be like, I'm pretty sure Guild Wars 2 doesn't have a healer class. I think every class has its way of healing.
It's my understanding that there is, because I own Guild Wars 2, and so I do have some experience playing it. Not my favorite MMO. Kind of sad about that because I had to pay for it, but you know, it happens. But anyway, I'm pretty sure there is a healing, or there's a buff class at least.
Okay, I think there's a buff set, but I thought healing was like each person had their own set.
There is a way to heal, but there's also a dedicated healer, so it's not necessary to have a healer for your party. But it's nice. Especially because it's a question of individual versus AoE healing. So, do you help the party? Do you help yourself? What do you want to do? That determines whether or not you become a cleric.
Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. Oh
yes.
God! Oh Jesus! Oh, okay, all right. The road didn't. Okay, the dirt path did not end me this day.
Wow. Kind of wish I was there.
But along with this update also comes a new cat-themed planet called Mazcab.
Yeah, let's park on that, because I'm curious as to why, like, you roll in raids, like, a new game type, and cat-themed
They're both for lonely people. Leave it alone.
people who play RuneScape, they need something new to do. Now, something they didn't mention was whether these raids are something that free-to-play players can get.
Oh yeah, it's
Or
true.
members only.
I don't know anything about that yet.
Because they didn't
RuneScape
say.
has had a long history of having members only features.
And
I'm on my
tons of
side.
things.
I am on my side.
Most of the pieces and parts of RuneScape are members only. There
It's
has
a very small world, actually.
it's a very
for
small non-members world, exactly. So that'll be interesting. They said it's going to be very teamwork centric,
Yep, without a tank or a healer.
and it's going to be difficult to reach each boss fight. And the bosses are going to be
Definitely
difficult.
without a tank or a healer.
And each raid boss has a very different gameplay. Sorry, I was trying to do a mountain pass while reading. Mountain passes and reading don't go together well. Up to 10-player groups to take on these new high-level boss fights. There's going to be two bosses at first release, and then they have plans for more. But my guess is the plan for more may depend on whether the raids are a flop or not.
I think they're still going to do more. It's just how much time they're going to put into it. It depends on how they're a flop or not. They might just,
Right.
they might, you know what they might pull? Construction, where everyone plays it for first, and then they just stop putting out things that are relevant for it.
Oh, I forgot that they stopped doing construction items. And
Can you
stuff.
tell how
Like,
long
it's
it's been
still a
since
thing,
we played
but-
RuneScape?
Yeah, right. I remember when construction happened, but
Yikes.
Oh man, I have a nice
I
house.
loved it. It was great.
When
I had
was
a nice
member.
house too.
My
Right.
house is so nice. If I ever became a member again, I'd want to. Only reason I would
By
is
the
just
world.
to see my house.
See, I lost my account, so
Rest in peace, your account. I still
Mhm.
have mine. I still know what it is, and I still have logged into it. The
Once
thing
in a
that I
while.
don't like about current RuneScape is I don't. There's something about the nostalgia of old RuneScape graphics playing in that tiny box.
yeah.
And then they went and made it like HD, and you're like, I don't want to play this anymore
There's no nostalgia.
because
Nostalgia
there's
died.
no, I don't. It doesn't look like the game I used to play. It's a whole new game now, and I'm like, it's the same game, but it's not.
I remember when we thought it was the greatest thing in the world that there was full screen.
And then I hated it.
Right, I do remember
Like
that.
all the
actually.
time, you were like, I really wish there was a full screen game mode, and then it came out, and you're like, I wish I could get the box back.
See, I didn't like the box because the box also required me to stare at an ad while I was playing.
Oh,
And this was before I was smart enough to include ad blocking software.
yeah, my problem is I want the box back now. There is old school RuneScape is basically the state that RuneScape was in based on an old like 2007 or 2008 backup.
Wow.
And so they literally just restored a backup onto some servers and then you have to make a new account to be able to play on it, and you can play just like you did when you were in middle school.
Dang.
Box and everything.
Oh, man. I may check that out.
They've got a dedicated team to do development for it, and everything is member poll based. So the people of old school RuneScape, before anything happens in the game, they have to vote in a poll, and then that decides whether or not it gets added.
That thing happens.
Now, is that like about feature ads or like what's the
Feature, content, anything.
Wow.
It's all got to be poll voted. They
It is
just
a direct democracy.
It is, yeah. They just recently added free to play back to it. It wasn't a thing from the original beginning, but they had a poll and they said, if you guys,
Aberdeen discovered.
I've discovered it as well.
I'm still down by Glasgow.
Actually, I've already been here, so I didn't have to discover it again. Yeah, old school RuneScape is something that I would like to play, but I don't want to make a new character.
Mm.
I like my
See,
character.
I kind of mind that, but my main thing is you still have to pay the monthly fee, and if I'm gonna pay monthly fee for something, I'm gonna go back to WoW.
Yeah, I'm gonna play WoW. If I had to pay a month, well, I mean, and the thing is, RuneScape's monthly fee has gotten higher than it ever used to be. So
What's it now?
Right.
I want to say it's almost like $8 or $9 now.
Dude, I remember when it was 5.
Yeah, exactly. I remember also when it went up to like $5.75, and that was like, whoa, man, why'd you jack the price up? And then it's like now it's closer to like $9, and I'm like, calm down there.
We were also in middle school at the time.
Would like to briefly shout out to Gareth 2016. Hello there. I am doing well. How are you? Also, hello, Master Dragon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for what it's worth, Gareth, I saw you there, but I was mid-conversation, so I did not get a chance to respond to you.
Oh, the wonders of streaming on the internet.
Well, it's not like normal where I just totally don't see anyone in the chat till afterwards.
Right.
I actually noticed this time.
You're getting better at it.
I've gotten better at it. I just didn't have a chance to say. Let's see. Cities Skylines getting new things in the latest patch, which, as we all know, is the best building simulator since SimCity went to poop. It's got they've added tunnels of the road, train, and pedestrian variety, as well as the ability to have multiple levels of metro tunnels, which is pretty nifty, especially since they added the road tunnels, because they can't cross over each other, obviously, because that's how tunnels work.
Right.
The developer, which is Colossal Order, said that they have committed to supporting the game in its current state, so as Cities Skyline, for as long as they possibly and technically can, as long as the game is popular, really. They have no intentions to come out with a sequel anytime soon. So, which is good, which means they're really going to put a lot of time and money into this game.
That is quite thoughtful.
Which I think deserves it, because
it's a good move, yeah.
It is a really good game, in my opinion. And Triangle of Doom. Okay, let's see, and a little bit of news about Batman Arkham Knight. Apparently, the WB knew about all of the issues that game had months before the game launched.
Brilliant.
And they just kind of said, yeah, let's just release it anyway. So that's not good to hear coming from them. Apparently, the biggest reason why a lot of the problems happened was the quality control testing was really focused on consoles, and so when all the bugs showed up on the PC, it's because they were fixing all the bugs on consoles. And they also were doing all their testing at 720p rather than any higher resolution, so all the texture-related problems that happen at high frame rates and resolutions, they never learned about because they didn't test any higher than 720p.
Test early, test often.
Test early, test often, test the right things.
Whoa.
And test many things as well. But with that is our news for today. I have ran into the same thing I ran into in this tunnel the last time I drove through it. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button down below, and while you're down there, hit the subscribe button. We'll get all these videos to your email box every week of this month, and next month, and the month after that, just for good measure. And we will see you guys next week.